Welcome to video 4.
Yeah. So this is like a reflective video, and hopefully you have a finished piece now.
Yes, you watched all the videos. We had the first video of kind of the introduction to the project and all the demos of our materials. You had the video on making a portrait, and then you had the video on hand lettering, different types of text, writing a message, and yeah, then you got to see a nice little time lapse of what a completed project would look like on this video.
Yeah. So basically, like, the library, you can like drop it off and they'll scan it for you, so you can like keep your piece, or you could like just donate your piece to the library. But we hope that like participants choose to, share their work, and like we're doing lettering, so like we hope like you communicate that and like sort of join it with like some sort of like sharing with the library.
Yeah, and you can see it there for years to come.
Yeah. Like, regardless though, one of my favorite parts is that you just get to keep the art supplies. So I hope like that everybody took the class, like learned a skill, and now they have the tools to like, just kind of like have fun and like do some more stuff. It doesn't have to be like portraiture or lettering necessarily, but like you have materials and you got some stuff.
Yeah,
make some art.
Rewatch the videos.
Yeah.
Experiment with your materials. You can use the markers for the portrait. You can use the pastels for the text. You can branch out. You can do your own thing. You can, if you feel inspired, you feel like you kind of like turn some cog in your brain that you're really into this. You want to explore more. You can buy more material.
Yeah.
Go with it. That's our hope for it. For the project.
Yeah, show a friend, show your family, brag. Yeah. You can say, hey, this is up in public,
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool to have something that you can go into a public space and be like, wow, I made that. That's there now.
And it sort of is like a little mark in time, we're like in a very specific era of like a pandemic and like a social like shift too, and like you could see like who you were in this time and sort of reflect on like who you want to be and what you want to communicate. So I think that's also good.
Yeah, definitely. If they keep these at the library for a couple of years, you can. These were made during the year of 2020. It's a very transformative year for Minneapolis, for the country, for the whole world. We can go back and be like, oh yeah, I made that during that year, Or it doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be something that can stand the test of time. It can be something that's really representative of this time. Don't feel shy if it just only feels relevant to this year. You can still give it to them to put on the walls. Because that's kind of like a cool little capture of time of what this year was to everyone. That's like the power of art. It always is. It's always changing.
Yeah, that's what's really cool about like self-portraiture too. Because if you see other artists, or like me, I've seen like my own self-portraits like evolve through time, and it's really interesting like how you view yourself and how that changes, and like identity is just not this like stagnant thing. Like we're always changing, and our community is always changing. I think that's one of like the good things, and art is a nice way to remember that and develop that at the same time. Yeah,
definitely. Well, I guess with that, just thanks to everyone that made this project possible. We know it's a little different doing virtual learning versus our original plans was to do in-person classes pre-COVID, but this is what we've adapted to, and it gives you some benefits. You can learn at your own rate. You can rewatch the videos over and over again. We're really happy that it happened. So
sweet. Peace out.
Amazing. Thank you.